I'm Richard Lewis, reporting from Camera.org. I'm here with a man who needs no introduction in Counter-Strike circles. It's the mighty Neo from ESC Gaming. First of all, you've just completed a classic game of 1.6 against SK Gaming. Had everything, 2 16-14 maps, high drama. How are you feeling right now to have won it?
Right now I'm just like relaxing, you know, the air is coming out, so I'm just still getting back to normal state. So yeah, right now just getting to feeling, you know,
back to normal.
Yeah.
What do you think was kind of the turning point in that game? There were a couple of moments in the final map which could have gone to either team, and what brought it home for ESC Gaming?
On Nuke, probably that was an incredible game by Pasha, who was like winning the map almost by himself. That's for sure, because yeah, he was incredible. Even we were surprised that he's like everywhere and killing all of them. So yeah, on second map Mirage, it felt like we should have done better, because we've had a huge advantage at the start. Then we made some mistakes and we didn't have enough rounds to win the map, but still felt like we were stronger on that map already. And on train, after getting owned in the group stage against them, we have watched the game and got ready for, you know, for a rematch on that, and we knew mostly it was some mistakes from our side and some luck from their side. That's why the score was like 3-16 for them. So we just got ready and we kind of owned them as CT, but then as T we needed 2 rounds, and that was like emotional war. We just fought ourselves probably. So yeah, we have won 2 rounds by just rushing out outer bomb spots. So that was like, yeah, we had too much in the head to win, you know, in a calm way. So we just had to rush it.
What about Pasha? Because I remember the last few events I've come to, and I think Pasha's been playing well for a while now, but there still seems to be people who say he's the weakest player, and people give him abuse and hatred, not to his face, because obviously he's a very big guy, but he's been brilliant this tournament. I think he's been your MVP. Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, I think he's kind of like, we focus our tactics sometimes on him, so just let him do whatever he wants. Yeah. And as you can see, that works sometimes. Sometimes, of course, it doesn't. So I don't really understand people saying like he's the weakest link. Probably they just feel, you know, after we have changed look, there are still people who miss look. Yeah, so they just can't get it that Pasha is just very strong right now, and like, yeah, he can carry the games like he did on Nuke. So he was, yeah, probably he's the strongest one right now.
Well, I'll ask you a little bit about the upcoming final. Is it fair to say that when you play Na'Vi, it's going to be a grudge match? Because I know there's been stuff said with the C9 ghosting, and have you made up since then? Yeah, our relation between with them is not like as good as it was before, but mostly it just we don't know each other so well. So like when it's one-on-one in real life, it's like, okay, we know each other and sometimes we do talk, but when it's team to team, it's like we don't like each other probably. So I don't know, it's gonna be really very important game for both, you know, both of us. So we are kind of sorry that we didn't, you know, win the group match against them, so they wouldn't be here in the final, because they wouldn't pass the group stage. So we'll just do our thing and try winning. I've heard a lot of rumours while I've been here. I know you've heard the same rumours. People saying that this is maybe the last Intel Extreme Masters for 1.6. I mean, if that is the case, how does that make you feel?
of course, it makes me feel sad because, you know, it's been like probably 11 years with Counter-Strike 1.6, going to events, and this is like the best feeling you can get, like when you play on an event with so much people watching your game and cheering for you or against you, of course. It's an amazing feeling, and who knows if that will be possible for me to do that again in a different game. Probably it's not going to be easy, so if there is going to be CSGO coming out in the current, you know, way it looks, the game pretty sucks. So yeah, I hope it's not going to be on the next Intel Extreme Masters yet. Maybe after some changes.
Well, let's talk a little bit about those changes, because Cadred's obviously known for being a source website, even though it does respect 1.6 players like yourself. If you were working for Valve, what changes would you make? Oh, and you can't say, I'd just make it 1.6. What would you do?
I wouldn't totally make a new game. I would do it like they are doing it with Pro Mode. Like try working with the old game to look better, and to make it more simple for casual gamers, like they do it with CSGO. Like you go into the game, play, click play, and yeah, quick match or whatever, and it just goes into the game. It's pretty hard with 1.6. I have to admit that. I've been playing League of Legends, and it's also that simple. You just, you know, press play and play. So they should make an easier version of 1.6. Maybe if people complain about that much, to make it better looking, but stay with most of the things from 1.6. Not create a totally new game that's probably not as good and enjoyable to play as was 1.6.
Well, I want to ask you one unrelated question before I let you get back to some relaxing, and obviously the after party tonight, which I'm sure I'll see you guys there. No?
We're playing tomorrow at 9.
You can come along and drink Coke, can't you?
Nah, not really. Don't want to do that. Need some, you know, sleep.
Such a pro. But yeah, I know that one of your long-standing colleagues, Khan, had a pretty sucky last event, you know, losing to Na'Vi and losing heavily. He now retires. What are your kind of thoughts about him? Is there any kind of memory that you've got particularly of him? And it's not like he died or anything, he is just quitting the game, but still.
Well, we've been seeing each other on every event since like 2006. We even faced them in my old team in 2004 in Latvia. I lost to them back in in that year. He's been pretty close to us. We've been partying and hanging out sometimes. So it feels, you know, sorry that he retires, just like DSN did some time ago. But I don't know. There's like so much. Like when DSN left, okay, he just left. But in here, the whole thing is so, you know, like it's everywhere that Karen's going to retire. I mean, and on one side it's understandable since he was like an in-game leader of Fnatic for a while, but on the other hand, that's like a big deal out of, you know, just like, so it feels sorry, but okay, let him just retire peacefully, and that's it.
Well, last question. If you were the manager of Fnatic, what would you do? Would you try and rebuild the team without him, or do you think he's so irreplaceable it's just too much of an ask now?
It's really hard. You have to answer that, of course. You have to look at the whole history of Fnatic. I mean, Fnatic has been so good at sometimes because they had such great lineup with Forrest, who's been owning everyone, just running around.
One of the greats.
Yeah,
incredible.
He's been killing like everyone. Okay, so then they had Forrest, Gooks, and Getright. So you didn't even need tactics. Like they do it now with SK. They're so individually insane that they don't need tactics. Or maybe from what we've seen, they have lost, so maybe they actually need some. But I think he is replaceable. I mean, lately when they took Modri in, we've practiced them a lot, and it just seemed more like he's been trying to do the same thing he did with Forrest back in the days, like letting him do whatever he wants to just pick people out. It's different times. People are ready for everything in that game. The level is so equal. You cannot just rely on someone's skill, like you've seen with SK.
So well, it's all good because you managed to beat the guys anyway. So proof of teamwork, and have a nice quiet night tonight. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, Filip. All the best for the tournament. I'll be there cheering you on. All the guys out there at cadred.org, do stay tuned to the website. We're going to have more interviews with some of the 1.6 players from here at the Intel Extreme Masters World Championship.